We'll just stay here. We won't even do a commercial. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 2016 Snowy Toyota Classic. Mike Ritchie, Mark Walls, Scott Willard, Kevin Ritchie. We're the Scott County Sports Network, bringing you the action live here. A little bit of a change-up. Going to play 2 games this afternoon. Roads cleared up just enough to get the folks in here. Free admission if you want to call games. Scott County taking on Saunders, New York, Mark. When you look at Saunders, New York, they pretty much did what nobody thought they could do against Wayne County. They held them to a low-scoring affair, 64-58 victors. And Saunders played pretty well, especially Derek Felder, didn't he?
Well, he really did, Mike. They're very athletic. Got a really good point guard that runs the show for him in Miller. And got a great combo guard in Felder who had 30 and 10. That's about the smoothest 30, as we noted in the postgame show with him, that we've seen in a long time. Just a very good athlete. The third guy that they've got is Big Lennon, the 6'6 senior inside. He got a little foul trouble and ended up fouling out of the game, but those are the 3 that make them go, and those are the 3 that Scott County's going to have to figure out some way to stop here tonight.
And then they got the one sharpshooter, Sean Bresna, hit 4 behind the three-point line for 12 points last night. But pretty much, like you say, Mark, it starts with Derek Felder, averaging 19 points, 9 rebounds. Anthony Miller, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and then Vondros Lennon, 8 points and 9.7 points, 8 rebounds a ball game. So that's Saunders, New York. Pretty good-looking team. Going to be an interesting matchup here. Scott County comes in with a record of 20-1. They defeated Knox Central Thursday night, 80-61, and pretty much they dominated that second quarter, 28-9. They outscored Knox Central, the Panthers, and after that it was just pretty much the determination of the final score. They win that one, 80-61. And Mark, the one thing I have to ask you, second game in a row, Michael Marino not playing, and they could use Michael Marino today, I think, don't you?
Yeah, they really are. They're going to have to do a good job of moving the basketball, and that is where they're going to miss Marino the most, I think. He scores, he rebounds, he does that, but what he does so well for a young player is he gets the ball in the middle of the floor, and he just knows where everybody's at. He knows what the right pass is. He knows where the defense is. If they're on the left, he's going to go right and reverse the ball. Those are the things you can't teach, and you really don't expect a freshman to come in and do that. So that's what's going to hurt against that 2-2-1 full-court press, because he's generally the guy at the top of the key to the foul line that gets it and then turns around and attacks the basket. So that's where I think they're going to miss Marino the most.
And the big thing about Michael Marino is he understands where the mismatch is and does a great job getting the ball to that person. So Scott County, 20-1. And Mark, pretty much, Coach Nicodemo from Saunders said, when he talked to Sonny, he said, I wanted Scott County on Saturday evening in the championship. Not quite exactly what he wanted, but he's going to get Scott County in the afternoon here. And pretty much, I tell you what, both of these teams, they've been pretty much snowbound. I know the hotel where Saunders is at, they've been there pretty much exclusively. The Scott County kids have been snowed in. Both these kids, and I can tell by the number of folks we have out here for a game that wasn't even broadcast to be able to be played, everybody just wants to get out of the house, don't they?
Yeah, it's got cabin fever.
All righty, what we'll do is we'll take our final timeout. We'll come back for the starting lineups and much more on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars, think green.
Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no-obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
United Bank, together with you. We offer all the services you're looking for in a financial institution: convenience, great accounts, internet banking, and attentive customer service. With today's hectic pace, it's good to know United Bank meets your needs with locations right where you need them. With 13 offices in Scott, Jessamine, Fayette, and Woodford counties, 24/7 access to cash at our branch ATMs and the Bluegrass Cash locations in Lexington, United Bank is together with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Getting set here, Mark. And before we start the starting lineups, I'll tell you what, Michael Marino out, but Clem Dameron, who got back in the starting lineup, had a great ball game. 15 points, 15 rebounds against Knox Central.
He really did, and the thing that Clem brings is energy. Of course, that's the positive of how well he played the other night. Now, on the flip side of that, who's going to step up off the bench and come in and replace that when Clem comes off? Because we noted how well he comes in and provides not only production but energy from that sixth-man spot, because he can play any of the three, 4, or 5 positions, so it gives a lot of flexibility to Coach Hicks. Who's going to step into that role tonight since Clem is now starting? That's going to be the interesting thing to get production off the bench.
So the starting lineup for Saunders out of New York: number 4, Anthony Miller, is a 5'9" senior at one guard spot. The second guard in the lineup is number 5, Derek Felder, a 6'2" senior. The big man in the middle, a 6'6" senior, number 10, Vondros Lennon. At the forward spot, number 12, Nico Botiris, is a 6'3" senior. And rounding out the starting lineup, the sharpshooter, number 24, Sean Bresnan, the 6'2" sophomore for the 9-4 Blue Devils, and head coach Anthony Nicodemo out of New York. Now the starting lineup for your Scott County Cardinals with a record of 20-1. Scott County, I don't think anybody thought they would only have one loss up to this point. But now, their starting lineup. Starting at one guard spot, number 2, Bryce Long. He's a 6'1" freshman, 12 points, 3 rebounds. Also at a guard spot, the 6'1" sophomore, number 10, Cooper Robb, 11 points, 5.5 rebounds a ball game. The other guard, number 14, Glenn Covington, a 6-foot freshman, 6.7 points, 1.5 rebounds. At the forward spot, number 32, Clem Dameron, 6'5" senior, averaging 7 points and 4 rebounds a ball game. And rounding out the starting lineup, the big man, number 44, Cooper Watts, the 6'6" junior, averaging 12 points, 8.5 rebounds for head coach Billy Hicks. 911 victories, 249 defeats. And Mark, like we said, Coach Nicodemo wanted this matchup. And one thing about Scott County, they'll give it to you if you want it. So it's going to be some good basketball. Like I say, set up here, get you something to drink. Glad you're watching us on the internet. Scott County in the home white. Saunders, New York, in the road gray with royal blue numbers, block outlined, and one of the hardest numbers we've ever had to see for two old guys. We'll do our best. Scott County, like I say, in the red numbers, letters outlined in royal blue. They'll have Cooper Watts jumping up against Vondros Lennon. So basketball action, a little bit snowy, but 2016 Toyota Classic, Saturday afternoon basketball underway, and Scott County has the basketball in the hands of Cooper Robb. Cooper Robb kind of shored up that point guard spot for the Cardinals. There's the undercut pass to Glenn Covington, and Covington quickly, 2 points. Glenn Covington, 15 points, 4 rebounds. Didn't take him long.
No, and I don't think Scott County expected him to come out in that little 3-2 matchup zone, but ended up really well as Cooper Robb found Glenn Covington on the block. Now, Mr. Covington's the dubious task of guarding Mr. Miller, trying to stay in front of him. That'll be a key tonight, Mike.
There's trouble, picked up by Derek Felder, double teamed. Jump trap, gets it over top of Long. Vondros Lennon tries to run it down. Cooper Robb picks up the loose ball. Back tip from Poteris, and Derek Felder has it. Derek Felder to the rim, and they're going to call a block call, I guarantee you, but Cooper Robb had position.
He went straight up, and that's a situation where Cooper's just got to stand still and fall down. Unfortunately, that call right there, Mike, anymore, if you don't fall down, you're not going to get that call.
So Cooper Watts with the foul, his first, team first. That'll send Derek Felder 30 points, 10 boards the other night, Mark. And like we said during the interview with him and Coach Nicodemo, 9 of 10 from the free throw line. That tells me you don't want to send him to where he's going now.
No.
First free throw up, no good. You jinxed him.
Yeah, he's holding his left knee a little bit. They kind of knock knees a little bit.
So your officials, Jerry Pickrell, Dave Pugh, and Dave Hammond. Part of the good crew we're used to seeing now the 11th region. And Felder 0 of 2.
Wow.
Wow, it's going to snow outside. So Scott County, Bryce Long down inside, intended for Cooper Watts. Cooper Watts unable to get to that pass. Turnover, Scott County. 2-0 is your score. 7:07 to go in the first quarter.
Might take everybody a couple minutes to thaw out, Mike.
There you go. So Anthony Miller on the dribble. He's being checked by Glenn Covington. That's speed on speed.
Good help there by Clem Dameron.
Miller goes baseline, knocks it off to Potiers, back out to Felder. Felder picks up the dribble over to Vondross, and there's the steal. Cooper Watts got lucky right there because that could have been the second foul. So Scott County up 2-0. Cooper Robb right side, being checked by Miller, behind the back to get clearance. Goes to Cooper Watts. Watts unable to control it. Another turnover, Scott County. Miller unhands to Felder. Felder might have got away with a walk. Felder goes baseline, picks up the dribble over top of Covington in the hands of Miller. Miller splits defenders, finds Lennon. Lennon inside. Watts might have got away with another foul. Shot no good. Dameron with the rebound for Scott County.
Looks like going to let him play.
I think the whistles are still stuck. So Covington on the drive around Brennan. Flips it up.
Nice job. Right hand.
4 points for Glenn Covington. The natural lefty shoots it right hand. Layup good.
And Mike, if I'm Scott County, what I'm asking Glenn Covington to do is stay in front of Miller, make him give up the ball, don't let him give penetration, and it's a good job there as he was able to knock it off of Miller's leg. But he's not going to contain him 100%. But if he can make him pass the ball east to west and not let him get inside the lane, I think Scott County will be in good shape.
So 5:53 to go, first quarter. 4-0 is the score. Bresnan on the floater, back out to Miller. There's Felder, bounce pass to Potiers, got away with a walk, back to Felder, elbow jumper, good.
Yep.
Derek Felder, 2 points. And the Blue Devils finally in the scoring column, 4-2 here on the Toyota Classic, Saturday afternoon, snowy edition.
Scott County late getting someone to the middle.
Cooper Watts on the drive, spin move, fadeaway jumper from 8 feet, no good. Potiers with the rebound for Saunders. Lennon forces contact. We'll see if it gets it to Cooper Watts or Clem Dameron. If it's Watts, it'll be 4 or 2 fouls on him. And it is going to be on Cooper Watts. His second, team second. So Coach Hicks has a choice to make here.
Caleb Covington. Big lefty, first one up and good. Makes it 4-3. Caleb Covington in now for Cooper Watts.
Covington doing a good job. 6 points, 3 rebounds the other night. The 6'1" junior averaging about 2 points and a rebound and a half in his junior campaign. Lennon, the lefty, has another one. No good. Long rebound. Bresnan almost got it, but Bryce Long runs it down for Scott County. 4-3 is the score. Scott County with the lead. We're getting ready to go under 5 minutes here to go in the first quarter. Just underway. Like you said, Mark, it looks like they're going to let them play. Covington forcing contact. Bank shot no good. And the rebound to Lennon.
And with Watts and no Marino, they do give up some size to New York.
Yep, Felder right. Makes them pay early. Goes home 4. Covington kind of forced that one. 2 times in a row for Glenn.
Got to understand a little bit where he's at on the floor with that.
So 5-4 is the score. Covington picks up his first. Team third, so Scott County getting fouls called at a pretty good clip. 3 fouls for them, 0 for New York. Saunders yet to have a foul. And in the ball game, Cam Fluker, a 5'7" freshman, falls down. Miller makes him pay with the inbounds pass and the bucket. Anthony Miller, his first 2. Here's the full court press. Scott County gets it to Covington. Covington all the way in and scores.
Good job by Caleb Covington. Nice pass from Cam Fluker.
7-6, 4:10 to go, first quarter.
And again, Mike, against the 2-2-1, whether it's Saunders, New York, or Lexington Catholic, once you break the press, you need to attack the basket.
Miller splits defenders up and underneath the Dameron. Tough shot. Bryce Long with the rebound for Scott County. Long stops and pops from 17. Bang. Bryce Long. Scott County with the lead again, 8-7. 3:47 to go, first quarter here in the 2016 Toyota Classic. Glad you could join us. Miller back-to-back takes. This time he's going to get the foul called. It's going to be on number 1. Cam Fluker picks up his first.
And again, this is what gave Wayne County trouble the other night. Mike didn't really have an answer to just stay in front of him. You got to make him a three-point shooter, in my opinion.
Anthony Miller does a great job of penetration there, and he averages 4 assists a ball game, so he's pretty good at finding the open man as well. Saunders, New York, struggling at the free throw line tonight. Vondros Lennon, I think he missed 2, didn't he, Mark? No, he was 1 of 2. Derek Fielder missed 2, and now Anthony Miller has missed 2. So 1 for 5. Now make him 2 for 6. Anthony Miller, his 3rd point of the ball game, and we're tied at 8. Let's start over. You don't care, do you?
Sounds good to me.
There's the lazy pass. Potiris gets it to Felder. Felder with the finish. Give him
That's
6.
too easy.
And Coach Hicks not happy about that, but Anthony Nicodemo and Saunders High School is going to call the timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Your score, 10-8 with the lead. No, Scott County is going to call a timeout. Excuse me. 10-8 is your score. Saunders with the lead. Scott County with the basketball. We come at 3:26 to go here in the first quarter.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars. Think green.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. 3:26 to go, Mark. Scott County struggling with this full court pressure, aren't they?
Well, yeah, and this is the key is that, and that's too long a pass. We got away with it. No, we didn't.
Lazy to lazy. Pass got picked off of Miller. He out-dribbled himself. Misses the shot, and there's Lennon.
There's the link. There's the link.
So Lennon has 3. Felder with 6. Miller with 3. That's all the scoring. 12-8 is the score. Fluker, left side three-pointer. The heave is no good.
Well, here's the back. Good luck. They're going to call a foul.
They're going to call foul on Clem Dameron as he goes for the basketball. That's going to be his first. That'll be the team 5th. So 5 fouls for Scott County, 0 fouls for Saunders. And I'm not complaining. That's the way it should be. So Glenn Covington back into the ball game for Bryce Long. Bryce Long getting his first breather of the game, averaging 12 points, 3 rebounds a ball game. Had 7 points, 2 rebounds against Knox Central Thursday night in the first game of the Toyota Classic. Elbow jumper for the lefty. Miller misses it. Linden with an easy rebound. Loose ball picked up. Good job by Clem Dameron, and the ball picked up by Caleb Covington.
If he hadn't put it down on the floor, Mikey did end up with a nice little jump shot.
Fluker throws another 3 up. No good. Rob keeps it alive for Dameron. Dameron fouled on the way up. Fouls on number 12. Nico Patiris, his first, team first. At the line, Clem Dameron, 61% free throw shooter on the season.
First one good. Mike, Scott County caught a break right there because if they ended up not getting that tip off the rebound, they were a 3-on-2 break.
Hits both of them. Scott County within 2, 12-10. Felder with the drive. Potiris loses it on the way up, right in the hands of Bresnan. Bresnan, 15-foot baseline jumper.
Man.
Money.
Kid can shoot, Mike. And there's that 2-2-1. Cooper Watts did a nice job of keeping his dribble alive.
Covington, left side to Covington. There's the receiver coming out in him. That ball had some heat on it. Fluker's missed 2. A little bit tentative on taking that third chance. This time he takes a 16-foot floater. Good. Thank God he made it. That's all I can say on that one.
Well, yeah, but he's that's good. If you're a shooter, you got to keep shooting. Good steal there by Clem Dameron. Not aware of it.
Jump ball. Potiris did a good job of kind of fending off Cam Fluker, and there come Cooper Robb out of nowhere. Forced a jump ball to be Saunders basketball.
Nice job by Glenn Covington. This is speed on speed.
Spin move. Bank shot good. Glenn Covington. Give him 6th to lead all Scott County scores.
It's a pretty good matchup, Miller and Covington.
14-14. One thing about Mr. Covington, he's not going to back down from anything. And only a freshman. There's another steal.
Oh, good job.
2 plays in a row being a good football player come in, and he won both of those battles on contact.
And now he did. And the only thing I've got right there is that was incidental, a trip, but that's the same play that Clem Dammer got a foul on.
They called out of bounds against Scott County instead of calling the foul. They might have missed 2 in a row there, but it's just basketball. We'll figure it out. 14-14, 54.8 seconds to go, Mark. Scott County.
You know, my point, Mike, is that's the same thing Clem Dammer got a foul called for. Just want some consistency, you know, when you're playing.
Miller forces action, gets the foul called. Foul's going to be on Scott County.
It's going to be on Caleb Covington. That's his first.
That'll be the team's 6th. So Miller at the free throw line now 2 for 5. Give him 4 points total. 2 for 4, excuse me. Finding his groove. He has 5 to join Felder with 6. Lennon with 3 and Bresnan with 2. And they have a 2-point lead, 16-14. Glenn Covington says, I'm going to try to give us the lead. The shot's no good. And Miller with the strong rebound, and the foul's going to be on.
Number 12, Nico. I'm going to give an Academy Award to Caleb Covington.
It's Potier's second, team second.
Covington
has a shot blocked. Lennon with the rebound, goes to the ground. That should be a jump ball.
Actually should have been a walk first, but.
That's what I meant. I just said jump ball. Because he had possession and went right straight to the ground.
Went straight to the ground. That's automatic.
Now to the ball game 4. Saunders is number 42, Keyshawn Miller, the 6-foot sophomore. Rob, right side 3. Says it's going to be a pass, but it's picked up by Miller. Here comes speed. And Miller loses it out of bounds. Yeah. Good job by Cooper Robb. You know, we talked about Glenn Covington, but he might be a little faster than Cooper Robb, but Cooper Robb, he'll get his nose right in there too. Neither one of our guards.
They're not going to back away from contact.
So 23 seconds to go. Scott County down 2. Long heave to Covington. Covington into Lennon, forces it up, and Lennon does a great job of forcing him under the basket. A tough take right there for Scott County.
Yeah, I'm not sure Glenn really knew exactly where he was on the floor when he got that deep in.
Felder with the floater, no good. Lennon gets it back to Felder. 7 seconds to go. Plenty of time for Saunders to set up the play. Felder tries to get contact, banks it off the board, and an air ball, and we'll go to the end of the first quarter. Scott County down 2. It's Saunders 16, Scott County 14. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back for the second quarter in the 2016 Toyota Classic. Back after this.
Whitaker bank shot. I'll give you a Whitaker bank shot. All right. Here's a real Whitaker bank shot. Yes, sir. Here's the winning Whitaker bank shot. Nice shot.
Whitaker bank shot. Now, there's a Whitaker bank shot.
Come on, Coach Honey.
I still got it.
Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
J&L Pharmacy and Home Medical Equipment, located on South Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky, is locally owned and operated by Scott County native Philip Johnson. J&L Pharmacy can meet all your prescription and compounding needs, and they will match all local pharmacy prescription cash prices, guaranteed. They have a convenient drive-through window, offer free local delivery, and are open 6 days a week. J&L can also provide you with all your home medical needs, including home oxygen with 24-hour emergency service. Stop by the store or give them a call at 502-863-9823 for all your pharmacy needs. Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. We're bringing you the 2016 Toyota Classic. Scott County Cardinals taking on the Blue Devils out of Saunders, New York. The Blue Devils won the first quarter 16-14. thanks to Anthony Miller, who had 5 points. Derek Felder had 6. Vondros Lennon with 3, and Sean Bresnan with 2. Scott County's Glenn Covington had 6. Cam Fluker, Bryce Long, Caleb Covington, and Clem Dameron, each of them had 2 points. Mark, looking at the first quarter stats, what jumps out at you?
Well, we're losing the rebound battle 10-6, and we're winning the turnover. We got 6 turnovers. They've got 8. Each team only has 2 assists. Both teams have 8 points in the paints. They've got 6 points off turnovers to our 4. Kind of indicates that it is a close ball game.
So 16-14. Saunders with the basketball. Going to get an illegal screen. On number 4, Anthony Miller picks up his first, team third. Scott County going with Dakota Allen into the ball game with Cooper Robb, Cooper Watts, Glenn Covington, and Bryce Long. Saunders is going to go with Keyshawn Miller, Anthony Miller, Sean Bresnan, Vondros Lennon, and Derek Felder. Covington had his shot blocked by Derek Felder, who gets the rebound.
And that situation where he left his feet to make the pass, and then he couldn't, ended up having to take the shot.
They're going to say an offensive foul as Derek Felder wrap the arm around, pick up the first, team fourth. So 7:30 to go. Covington loses the ball. They're going to get another foul. So we're catching up real quick here. Anthony Miller picks up his second foul of the quarter. It'll be the team's fifth. 16-14. Still scoreless. 7:20 to go to halftime.
There's that matchup 3-2 zone. See how Scott County, they do Cardinal.
And Covington with the pass.
I'm sorry, that was Pop, the alley-oop pass. Cooper Robb made a great pass off that.
Tied at 16.
Scott County made a little adjustment there on Miller, trying to force him to go right.
Lennon goes to the floor, and they're going to get the foul. If it's on Cooper Watts, that'll be his third. They're going to give it on
Cooper Robb.
Cooper Robb.
It was on a Cooper.
Yep. His first, team 7. So at the bonus for the entire second quarter will be Saunders, New York.
First one good, so he'll get the bonus, Mike.
Mark, can you see the number on the gentleman sitting next to Cooper Robb?
No, but I think it's Vincent Edmondson.
Okay. Number 20, Vincent Edmondson into the ball game. Bryce Long with the three-pointer, no good.
Dakota Allen can't handle the rebound.
Miller picks it up. Goes to Felder. Felder in and out. Watch with the rebound, and Felder with the touch foul. His second, team sixth.
Josh Davis now in for Scott County.
Covington just throws it up for a prayer. Nobody's home. Left side to Lennon. Lennon over to Bresnan. Sean Bresnan into the paint. Miller floater from the baseline, no good. Robb rebound, Scott County. Bounce pass to Davis. Davis into Bresnan. And
nice job by Josh Davis.
And the pass from Cooper Robb. Good as well.
Foul is on
Sean Bresnan. His first, team 7, so both teams in the bonus. 6:02 to go in the half. Josh Davis, the chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Shot no good. Rebound, Edmondson loses control out of bounds as he and Lennon were fighting for it. Coach Nicodemo not happy about that. Might have been a little shove in the back. So Scott County has the basketball. We're tied at 18. Cooper Watts gets the basketball up. No good. And Felder with the rebound. To Miller. Miller, good job by Cam Fluker. Bryce Long couldn't pick it up. And Keyshawn Miller gets it for.
Good help there by Josh Davis.
They leave Felder. And that's a mistake right there.
Can't do that.
8 points for Derek Felder, 2018. Saunders up 2. There's another long pass to Long. Over to Fluker. Fluker out top to Josh Davis. Bryce Long on the dribble. Up over top of Miller. Keyshawn Miller with a good job defensively. Anthony Miller with the rebound. Over to Lennon. Lennon stops. Goes right in the hands of Cooper Robb. Nobody stops him, and guess what Cooper Robb does? Straight to the bucket and fouled. He's a gritty little customer, isn't he? 42.
Keyshawn Miller.
His first teammate.
Bresnan back in the game for Saunders. Cooper Robb, pound for pound, Mike, probably the toughest guard in the state. And that is good on the old-fashioned three-point play. Cam Fluker drawing the assignment on Miller right now.
Felder stops from 8 feet on the baseline. Long out to Davis. Davis goes to the bucket again, gets it to Watts. Watts one-hand catch, no good on the finish. Keeps it alive, but Anthony Miller picks it up.
Cooper struggling a little bit, had some good looks, hadn't been able to finish it. Here's a breakaway.
Fluker gets it to Robb. Robb hands it over to Long. Long lets Bresnan go by him and scores. 4 points for Bryce Long, 23-20. Scott County on a 7-2 run.
Josh Davis getting some valuable minutes, playing well here today, Mike, off the bench. Scott County still looking to build depth on that bench to make the tournament run. Be nice to see the sophomore quarterback step up.
Bryce Long blocks the 6'6" Vondross Lennon shot. I don't think he expected that one. Davis going to the bucket again, up over top of Lennon. They're going to get an offensive foul this time on Josh Davis. His first. That'll be the team 8th.
Now what he'll learn, Mike, over time, just pull up and take that little 4-foot jump shot. But I like his aggressiveness. He's not backing away.
Clem Dameron back into the ball game for Cooper Watts. 3:50 to go here in the first half. Cooper Watts with 2 fouls for Scott County, trying to get him to halftime with no more fouls called against him. Bresnan, tough take. Dameron with the block, out of bounds. Coach Nicodemos from Saunders wants a full timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching the 2016 Toyota Classic. Scott County up 23-20. You got a space heater, bring it up here to the gym. A little cold here, but we'll take a timeout, warm up, and come back after this.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace.
Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to Strombolis. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's action.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. 3:32 to go in the half. Scott County marks 7-2 run to go up 23-20. What have they been able to do?
Well, I think what they've been able to make Saunders take contested shots. They're doing a better job of staying in front of Miller and Felder, and that's kind of paying off right now. I think that's why Coach Nicodemus called that timeout. He wants to get them a little bit settled down and say, let's just run our sets, get a good clean shot, and we'll be okay. There's the trap. Scott County
Edmondson. Tough shot. And the foul called on Vincent Edmondson, his first.
Send
team
Bryce,
ninth.
should send Bryce Long to the 1-and-1, shouldn't it?
Yes.
And what happens right there is, he forced a shot, but trying to make up for it, you can't be upset about the hustle, but you come back in, you get that silly foul 90 feet away from the other team's basket.
Yep, 9 team fouls for Saunders, 8 for Scott County. Bryce Long, 68.6% free throw shooter, misses the first. And Mark, the way he shoots the jump shot, he's got to be a lot better than that.
Nice job by Josh Davis forcing the ball out of the hands of Miller. There's the steal.
On illegal on Josh Davis. Josh Davis picks up his second. It'll be the team ninth.
This was a little late whistle.
Lennon on the bounce, loses it. Josh Davis with the steal. Josh Davis left side to Rob. Rob waits for everybody to clear, tries to go to Dameron, but Vondros Lennon said not today.
Can't let him split. Good job recovery right there, but you've left Felder open.
Felder spin move in the
paint. Do that on the spin. You gave him a
double digits for Mr. Derek Felder. Bryce Fryman off the bench for Scott County. Felder with the steal into the hands of Anthony Miller. Davis trying to get this charge, didn't get it. Felder with the finish. 12 points. Just like that.
Press bothering Scott County.
Yep, Saunders back up 1, 24-23, under 2 to go.
Oh, and there's, again, I'll give him consistent. He's late on the whistle. There's contact, but
Sean Bresnan picks up his second, team 10th. So 2 fouls coming up.
Cam Fluker. Scott County's got to hit their free throws, Mike.
Scott County got really lucky right there. Cam Fluker and Sean Bresnan. Bresnan beat him to the spot. But they called contact. So Glenn Covington and Bryce Fryman getting set to come in for Scott County. Cam Fluker to the free throw line, 83.3% free throw shooter. Jim got quiet all of a sudden.
Fluker makes the first one.
Josh Davis, some good minutes.
Yes, did. Played well. Played well. Now, I know what Bryce Fryman's in the game for. This ought to be good. Fluker misses a second.
Fluker left side 3.
Got it.
Third time's the charm. Cam Fluker, 6 points. Scott County up 3, 27-24.
Well, now, I thought we'd see Bryce Fryman on Miller.
Miller continuously going to the basket. Finally gets the foul call on Cam Fluker. That'll be his second. Team 10. So both teams shooting 2 free throws rest of the half.
And, Mike, I know that's consistent right there, but the contact was initiated by Miller. And only thing I've got to say about that is you can't penalize the defensive guy because the offensive guy jumps into him. And somebody in a striped shirt's going to have to explain that to me someday.
I just can't believe you as an offensive guy, not known for defense, is taking the defensive side of things. Miller 2 for 2, give him 7. And the lead's down to 1. Scott County, 1:38 to go here in the first half. Up 27-26. They get it across, beat the full court pressure that time. They keep an eye on Bryce Long, aren't they?
Yeah, they've done a scouting report.
Dameron loses on the
there's
layup.
Our guy.
Cooper Robin Felder, jump ball.
And that should be New York ball, I think,
nope.
Isn't it?
Scott County basketball.
Missed a possession somewhere.
You had 2 chances to get it right.
50% chance. One chance, just 50% odd, 50-50 odds.
Cooper Rob Alley-oop up to Dameron, a little bit high. Dameron's able to pull it down, up over top of Lennon. Left-handed jump hook, no good.
Nice move right there. You just got to go ahead and shoot it. The big guy blocks it, he blocks it. I think we're trying to arch it a little too much. Just if he blocks it, he blocks it.
Edmondson bounces over to Lennon. Lennon picks it up. We're going to touch foul. Clem Dameron picks up his second. So Scott County
mounting up
has
fouls.
Cam Fluker with 2, Josh Davis with 2, Clem Dameron with 2, Cooper Watts with 2. At the free throw line, Von Dross Lennon, 5.6 boards the other night, averaging 9.7 and 8 on the season. Free throw no good. He has 5 in the ball game. Cooper Watts coming in for Cooper Watts. Getting ready to come in. Number 44, Elijah Callaway, a 6'2 sophomore. If Mr. Lennon makes this second one. And he does. Give Von Dross Lennon 6. And into the ball game is Mr. Callaway. Or excuse me, Galloway.
Making his first appearance. I don't recall him playing last night.
Nope.
Actually, Thursday night, or days are all running together here. Yeah.
Covington forces contact and finish. Good job, Glenn Covington in double digits with 10. Scott County's leads at 2, 29-27. 45 seconds to go here. And
the rule is you basically take it till they stop you, and they never stopped him.
Edmondson swings it to Felder. Or Lennon, excuse me. Von Dross Lennon, give him 8 on a good bucket. That was Felder-like on that move.
Well, we had a shot where we should have been able to take the charge, except we fall down before he gets there.
So 18 seconds to go. Scott County going to try to hold it for 1. We're tied at 29. So looks like the way it is right now, Scott County will either go in with the lead or will be tied at halftime here in the 2016 Toyota Classic. Covington, left side 3, no good. Rebound by Galloway. And we'll go into halftime tied at 29. Scott County, New York, Saunders High School. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back on the Toyota Classic Scott County Sports Network.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
J&L Pharmacy and Home Medical Equipment, located on South Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky, is locally owned and operated by Scott County native Philip Johnson. J&L Pharmacy can meet all your prescription and compounding needs, and they will match all local pharmacy prescription cash prices, guaranteed. They have a convenient drive-through window, offer free local delivery, and are open 6 days a week. J&L can also provide you with all your home medical needs, including home oxygen with 24-hour emergency service. Stop by the store or give them a call at 502-863-9823 for all your pharmacy needs.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. the pace.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars, think green.
Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no-obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
United Bank, together with you. We offer all the services you're looking for in a financial institution: convenience, great accounts, internet banking, and attentive customer service. With today's hectic pace, it's good to know United Bank meets your needs with locations right where you need them. With 13 offices in Scott, Jessamine, Fayette, and Woodford counties, 24/7 access to cash at our branch ATMs, and the Bluegrass Cash locations in Lexington, United Bank is together with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Scott County, Saunders, New York. In a barn burner here, both teams at 29 apiece. Looking at the individual scoring. First for the Blue Devils out of Saunders High School in New York. Anthony Miller had 7 points and 4 rebounds. Derek Fielder had 12 points and 5 boards. Vondros Lennon had 8 points and 8 rebounds. Nico Patier started and had 1 rebound. Sean Bresnan, 2 points and a board. Keyshawn Miller played but did not score or get a rebound. Elijah Galloway got 1 rebound. And the total, 21 rebounds for Saunders and 29 points. Now for Scott County, Clem Dameron had 2 points to go with 3 boards. Cooper Watts had 2 rebounds and did not score. Bryce Long, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Cooper Robb, only 3 points and 3 rebounds. Glenn Covington, 10 points for the starting guard, but did not get a rebound. Cam Fluker had 6 points without a rebound. Caleb Covington, 2 points with no boards. Josh Davis, 2 with no boards. Bryce Fryman in the game shortly, had 1 rebound for Scott County, who ended up with 15 rebounds and 29 total points. So Scott County out-rebounded 21-15 in the first half by Saunders. Scott County had 4 assists to 2 for Saunders. Saunders had 14 turnovers to 10 for Scott County. Scott County with 3 blocks, Saunders with 1. And Scott County had 10 steals to 7 for Saunders High School. We'll come back. Mark will go over some of the team stats and percentages for you here on the Scott County Sports Network. 2016 Toyota Classic tied at half. Scott County and Saunders back after this.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars, think green.
Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no-obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
United Bank, together with you. We offer all the services you're looking for in a financial institution: convenience, great accounts, internet banking, and attentive customer service. With today's hectic pace, it's good to know United Bank meets your needs with locations right where you need them. With 13 offices in Scott, Jessamine, Fayette, and Woodford counties, 24/7 access to cash at our branch ATMs, and the Bluegrass Cash locations in Lexington, United Bank is together with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
High school or college student athletes manage busy schedules. Remind your students they can access tutor.com for homework help from home or in the library from 3 p.m. until midnight every day. Library cards are required for this service. Call the library or visit our website, www.scottpublive.org, to learn more. Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network 2006 Toyota Classic Basketball Tournament. We're tied at 29 at the half, Scott County and Saunders. I'm going to turn it over to my broadcast partner, the Governor, Mark Walls, for some halftime stats.
Thank you, Mike. The Saunders Blue Devils are shooting 42% on 10 of 24 from the field, 0 for 1 from threes, 9 of 14 for 64% from the field. They've got 21 total rebounds, 6 offense, 15 defense. They've got 2 assists, 14 turnovers. Conversely, when you look at the Cardinals, you are shooting 41.4% on 12 of 29 from the field, only 17%, 1 of 6 from the field from three-point range, and 4 for 7, 57% from the free throw line. They've got 15 rebounds, 5 offense, 10 defense, 4 assists, and 10 turnovers for the Cardinals. Points off turnovers are 11 to 10, pretty even. Points in the paint are 16 to 16. Both teams points per shot below a 1 at a .90 and a .93 respectively. And think you can understand why this game is tied at halftime. Both teams fairly even, so it's going to be interesting to see what plays out here and what adjustments were made in the locker room by Coach Nicodemus and Coach Billy Hicks. You're watching the Scott County Cardinals in the Toyota Classic from Scott County High School, Georgetown, Kentucky, on the Scott County Sports Network.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Mike Ritchie, Mark Wall, Scott Willard, Kevin Ritchie. We're at the 2016 Toyota Classic, Scott County, Saunders, New York, tied at 29. And Mark, before I get your keys to the game, I'm going to give you Ryan Bart's keys to the game, as he always talks about every Friday night at the football field. Scott County has to outscore Saunders to win this ball game, but I'll let you go in a little bit more depth. What's your keys for both teams in the second half?
Well, Mike, if I'm Scott County and Coach Billy Hicks, I've got to say, look, we've got to do a better job of rebounding. And then you've got to continually try to figure out how to stay in front of Miller and Felder and make them three-point shooters. Just stop their penetration and take away that one aspect of their game. Now, conversely, if I'm Saunders, New York, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, guys, we had 14 turnovers in that first half. That's not like us. We handle the ball better. You heard Coach Nicodemus talk about how many ball handlers they had. So I think he's saying, look, just protect the ball and let's get some opportunities and put the ball in the basket.
So Saunders will have the basketball to start the second half. Anthony Miller, Nick Potiris, Derek Felder, Sean Bresnan, and Von Dross Lennon. Scott County going starters as well, with Glenn Covington, Clem Dameron, Cooper Robb, Cooper Watts, and Bryce Long. As Anthony Miller wastes little time, give him 9.
Coach Chick's not going to be happy with that.
Covington tries to answer for Scott County. Another flip shot, no good. Clem Dameron with the rebound. Underneath the basket too much, loses the ball. Cooper Robb goes up and forces contact by Lennon. Scott County taking the basketball to the bucket, but unable to finish. And Cooper Robb will go to the free throw line. Cooper Robb on the season, 78.8%. That's pretty good. Hits the first. Cooper Robb, 4 points in the ball game. Make it 5. And we're tied
again.
They've got it. There you go. scoreboard had it 32 for Scott County. I thought it was 31. They corrected it. Miller.
Good job right there, just going straight up. Covington's got Long in the corner.
Cooper Watts drop step.
Still can't
buy a basket. Gets the rebound. Loses on the way up. His third attempt's no good as well, and he gets the ball back to Cooper Robb, who forces Miller up off his feet.
He can't get the bucket, but he'll get the assist.
7 points for Cooper Robb.
I got 5-on-4 as we trail here.
Lennon forces contact, and Cooper Watts picks up the foul.
That's number 3.
Team's first of the half. And Bryce Long's had difficulty getting that jump shot off tonight, hadn't he, Mark?
Yeah, he really has.
Good
They've done
defense
a good job.
by Felder.
Done a really good job scouting, trying to take that away from him.
Lennon good on the first free throw. Give him 9. Second one no good. Rebound for Dameron. Robb forces contact on the floor. Anthony Miller picks up his third.
Fouls mounting for both teams, Mike, on key players.
Long drops it into Dameron. There's the back tip from Bresnan. And Felder out with it quickly. Covington picks him up on the floor with the foul. That'll be Glenn Covington's second. Team second.
Mr. Pickrell's consistent anyway, Mike. Was not going to give the continuation on either end of the floor.
With the take, Miller. His shot's blocked, but Felder comes down with it out to Patiris. Right side to Bresnan. Back over to Patiris. Miller to the bucket for the 78th time tonight. No good. Scott County with the basketball up 1, 33-32, 6:12 to go. Don't know what was going on there, but Scott County's going to come out with it. Covington left wide open, top of the key, 3, good. Glenn Covington leading all scorers with 13.
Oh, nice pass.
And the finish. Mr. Lennon, 11.
Everybody got caught watching the ball and going toward Felder. Made a nice pass.
There's the steal by Patiris over to Felder.
Hard to make that cross-court pass, diagonal pass against a 2-2-1.
Felder with the floater, good. Give him 14. 5:20, knotted at 36 here. 5:20 in the third. Dameron cutting to the basket. Misses the shot. Watts might have got away with one right there. Potiers comes down with the left side to Felder. Cooper Robb doing a good job defensively on that possession.
Ooh,
had Potiers underneath, missed him. Good defense by Clem Dameron right there. Robb with the rebound. Left side to Long. Long gets the free go.
Got open for the 3.
7 points. There's the net again. He didn't have much of a window there. He got it up quickly. And nothing but net. 39-36 is the score. Scott County with the lead. 4:40 to go here in the third quarter. And there's the same no call. We got it down here, so consistency. And Felder's going to pick up his third foul, Mark.
He was moving.
Team second.
They'll put Cooper Watts at the line for 2.
Cooper Watts, 52% free throw shooter. Missed the first one by a little bit.
Makes the second one.
1 out of 2. His first points of the ball game.
Speed on speed.
Three-pointer top of the key from Felder.
Wow.
He answers. 17 points for Mr. Felder.
Kind of proved that theory wrong.
40-39. Scott County 1 point lead. Bryce Long tries to answer. His three's no good. Dameron with the putback. 4 points for Mr. Dameron.
Good follow by Clem. There's the trap, and there's the turnover.
Long tried to hit the cutter, and Porteris almost a steal. Dameron short arms the putback, and Linden comes down with it.
There's Dameron. They floated the pass. Nice job.
Good defense by Felder. And the foul by Bryce Long. Dameron had the steal, had the opportunity.
Nice hustle there. Really good job. What you'd like to see, Clem, just use your left hand. I know Coach Mattingly's sitting over there saying left hand, left hand.
You think?
What Coach Mattingly's saying? Yes. That I do know. That I do know.
3:27 to go in the third. Caleb Covington in for Cooper Watts. Watts has 3 fouls. He joins Miller and Felder on Saunders, who has 3 fouls. Lennon, three-pointer,
wow,
good.
Big man says, I can shoot the throw. 42-42, Mike.
14 points by Lennon. Under 3 to go here in the third. Been a good ball game to watch.
It's been a really good game.
Uh-oh, there's the turnover, unforced error. And there's Felder beating everybody down the floor. Layup good. 19 for Felder. And Nicodemo says, I'll take a timeout as his team has the lead. It's Saunders 44, Scott County 42 with 2:42 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back after this on the Scott County Sports Network.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. And Mark, Coach Nicodemo has a tendency on, after made baskets, he calls that 30-second timeout. What's the intent for that?
Well, Mike, he's wanting to set up, he's wanting to set his defense, make sure everybody's on the same page. Now, they've extended this 2-2-1 a little bit. Don't be surprised if he doesn't trap out of it a little bit more coming out of that timeout, but he specifically wanted to set something up on the defensive end of the floor.
Scott County very patient. Rob inside to Lennon. Lennon a little bit late. Lennon picks up his second, team third.
Cooper Robb will go to the free throw line for 2, Mike.
Cooper Robb, 79% free throw shooter, has 7 points in the ball game.
8. Cooper Watts back in now. Caleb Covington did a good job while he was in there.
Robb has one more. Money as well. 9 points for Cooper Robb. 6 of those here in this third quarter. Scott County extending that man-to-man defense. Out to half court. Miller around Covington. Floater in the paint. No good. Robb had the position, but Potiers comes down with it. No look to Miller, and he'll reset. Thought Bresda might have got away with one right there. A little bit of a push in the back. Under 2 minutes to go. Tied at 44. Dameron doing a good job on Felder there. There's the cut for Lennon. Lennon inside over top of Watts. Watts at the block. and tips it out to Bryce Long. So block and the rebound credited to Cooper Watts. Cooper Robb forces contact, no foul. Watts with the putback. Over top the basket. Cooper Robb up with it, out the Long. Long lets the three go from the left side. Bang!
Nice job, and I'm going to give it to Cooper Robb to find him.
But a great job of Cooper Watts keeping the ball alive as well. Scott County up 3, 47-44, minute 13 to go. Miller into the paint, blocked from behind by Clem Dameron. Coach Nicodemo working with Dave Hammond, the official, a little bit, saying, watch that chicken wing.
Yeah, he's won that arm bar. Of course, if you want that arm bar called, you got to watch the push-off on the...
Bresnan with the three left side, tried to answer, no good. Watts with a great block out.
Oh, and what a pass.
Glenn Covington down, lays it in.
Nice pass by Cooper Watts.
That was a little bit Marino-ish.
Yeah.
Cooper Robb with the deflection.
See a little run here coming by the home Cardinals.
Up 5 now, 49-44 with 50.1 seconds to go. Felder trying to inbound the basketball, gets it to Bresnan. Bresnan had 12 points, only 2 in the ball game tonight. Missed a couple of three-pointer, picks up his dribble, and there's the trap. Bryce Long all alone by himself, laying good. Here comes the run. We'll see if Coach Nicodemo wants to call a timeout.
He
says, what do you want me to do, guys?
Got to handle the basketball. Got to be strong with the ball.
Scott County just like that, up 7, 51-44.
Now, they can't let up on the intensity. They've got to keep playing defense. Oh, nice reaction.
Glenn Covington is gassed, Mark.
Yeah. I can understand why, though. He's trying to keep up with Mr. Miller.
Yeah, I'm tired, too, just watching it.
Mr. Miller never gets tired.
No, Miller, lefty, shoots the 15-footer, rattles around 3 times, and goes in. Miller gets into double digits with 11. 11 seconds to go. Spin move by Robb. Robb, plenty of time. Left side, three-pointer from Long. Good. Bryce Long, shooter's roll.
Yep, but give credit to Cooper Robb for creating the space and finding Brandon Long for the 3 at the end of 3.
So Scott County, we were tied at the half, 29-29. Scott County goes on a 8-0 run at the end of the third quarter to take an 8-point lead. 54-46 in the semifinals of the 2016 Toyota Classic. We'll come back with the third quarter stats and the keys to the fourth quarter. Back after this.
The Hockensmith Agency is proud to call Scott County home. We're your Main Street insurance that blends tradition and innovation to offer the best quality service to our clients. By offering a wide range of coverage from the impressive list of major insurance companies, we truly meet your insurance coverage needs. Come visit us at 224 East Main in Georgetown or online at HockensmithAgency.com. The Hockensmith Agency, providing coverage for the Motorist Insurance Group for all your insurance needs.
People's Exchange Bank doesn't think you can get where you want to go by cutting corners, playing games, or sacrificing relationships. Roots take time to grow and give strength and stability. Since 1912, our banks and our people have been part of your community. And while our services continue to keep pace with your need for today's high-tech conveniences, we know that loyalty never grows old. You don't just need a bank, you need people. People's Exchange Bank. People serving people since 1912.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. 3 quarters in the book. Scott County on a mini run. To end the third there, Mark, 54-46. What's Saunders, New York have to do to get back in this ball game?
Well, turnovers and where they're happening. The turnovers have come out between the foul line and midcourt, so it's giving Scott County easy layups, and that's where the difference in the game is right now. You know, you can have a turnover, but you don't want to have that turnover where the other team easily converts, and that's what happened to Saunders right there.
Yeah, Saunders shooting 43% from the field. Scott County 42%.
Oh, it's an even game if you look at stats other than the turnovers. And like I said, it's where those turnovers occur. But Scott County needs to be patient. They just against this zone. They need to.
Game's pretty much even if you look at it. Scott County 9-13 from the free throw line. Saunders 10 of 16. The big difference. Scott County 5 of 11. There's the turnover. Fielder beats everybody down the floor and scores.
He 21. Bryce Long's pocket. Be a learning experience for the sophomore. Now, this is where Scott County's got to be, again, Mike, I said at the last possession, patient. They didn't even full court press that time. They went back straight to the 3-2 zone.
There's the floater by
And when I
Covington.
say that, Mr. Covington says, I'll just shoot the runner.
Tough take.
One of those you say, no good.
That 14-foot runner. Elbow jumper blocked potentially by Cooper Watts.
Nice
Rebound
job.
by Dameron. Left side, Long's open. He lets it fly. Just a little short. Didn't get his feet quite set that time. Felder on the bounce. Quick stop. Floater no good. Long rebound by Watts. Quickly out to Covington. He wins the battle. Spin move and score. Glenn Covington, only a freshman. He's got a gear we can only think about having, doesn't he?
Hurts me to think about it.
You know, we talked about Anthony Miller and Felder having that gear. Glenn Covington has it as well for Scott County.
Yeah, and you don't want to make. It's not right to compare. You know, especially when it's a young player to a senior, as Felder is. But just imagine if Glenn Covington can develop the pull-up jump shot and add that to his repertoire.
16 points for Vondros Lennon. Vincent Edmondson into the ball game. Covington says,
"Wow, he is feeling it." Glenn Covington is feeling it.
By Glenn Covington.
But you know what I'm saying? He's got that same kind of athleticism and speed that Felder has. Just not for sure he can knock that shot off the dribble as well as Felder can right now. But again, you're looking at a senior to a freshman.
Everybody thought there was a timeout. There was just a stoppage of play because of the nets.
The Sonny Denniston nets.
Not enough wax on the nets. They've hung up about 14 times this weekend. But we're not counting. 5:45 to go. 61-50. Scott County's biggest lead, thanks to Glenn Covington. Vondros Lennon with the basketball. Spin move around Watts.
Left it short.
Unable to finish, but Cooper Watts just smacks the hands. Knew he didn't play good defense on that side. Rob inside underneath the Dameron. Reverse layup. Good.
Oh, man. Cooper Robb having a heck of a ball game here tonight, Mike. And, you know, he's got decent point productivity, about 10 points. But, I mean, it's what he's doing in the other areas that are just
7 assists on the night.
Standing out. We've got an illegal block.
Vondros Lennon with the illegal block, his third, team fourth. So we're going to get a full timeout for Coach Nicodemo as his Saunders team. At one point, Mark, they were tied at 46 with about 2.5 minutes to go. Since then, Scott County's been on the roll, and they've got the lead up to 13 at 63-50. 5:07 to go here on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars. Think green.
United Bank, together with you. We offer all the services you're looking for in a financial institution: convenience, great accounts, internet banking, and attentive customer service. With today's hectic pace, it's good to know United Bank meets your needs with locations right where you need them. With 13 offices in Scott, Jessamine, Fayette, and Woodford counties, 24/7 access to cash at our branch ATMs and the Bluegrass Cash locations in Lexington, United Bank is together with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network, the 2006 Toyota Classic. Scott County 63, Saunders out of New York 50. 5:07 to go. Scott County.
And now you're going to see Saunders in a man-to-man, Mike.
Scott County's been pretty good all year long on set plays out of timeouts. There's the drop to Watts. Watts inside, misses another one as Felder comes down with the rebound.
When he spun, he ended up too far into the basket.
Bresnan fakes the three, and there's the steal.
Cooper Robb.
Unable to get it.
Almost tight rope the sidelines. He's been very active today, Mike. Maybe had a little bit of something to prove as a defender on Mr. Felder after him getting 30 last night.
Yep. Inside to Linden. He got away from everybody, and Dameron forced a foul. Glenn Dameron picks up his third. That'll be the team's fourth.
Everybody rotated but one fella.
Vondross Lennon been to the free throw line quite a bit here tonight. This will be his 11th attempt. And it's good. 17 points.
Scott County needs to watch the press here.
6 of 11. 6 of 11 free throws for Mr. Lennon. 6 of 12. Dameron with the rebound. Rob, nobody stopped him. I'm going to the bucket. Give me 11.
Yeah, but that was a nice in and out dribble that they work on every day in practice. That was nice. And he almost had to steal. Almost picked the pocket from behind.
Doing a good job, Cooper Robb, for Scott County.
Might be the slight understatement, Mr. Ritchie.
I tell you, if you talk to him, though, he would say he's playing like he's supposed to play. Very little motion out of Cooper Robb. Potier's three-pointer right side, no good. Bryce Long rebound. Watch out for Felder behind you. Glenn Covington stops and pops. No good. On the floor. Up with the loose balls. Glenn Covington into Felder and scores. Glenn Covington, 24 points. Lead all scorers. Got another ball game for you coming up. Lake Brantley out of Florida will be taking on the Wayne County Cardinals. Lake Brantley beat Covington Holmes. Wayne County took it on the chin to Saunders last night, or 2 nights ago. That should be a good ball game as well. John Mooney had a big game for
Bryce Long. You can't leave him open.
For Lake Saunders, the Notre Dame signee, 6'9". Interested to see how he plays. But Mark, when I was filling out the sheet today, the spotting chart, as the foul's going to be on Glenn Covington, Lake Brantley is very, very tall.
Glenn Covington picks up his third, Mike, team fifth.
But the thing about it is, Trey Blevins and Corey Stern struggled a little bit behind that three-point arc. I bet they'll come out shooting today.
Wayne County shot 21% for the first quarter the other night, and that's just not a typical Wayne County team. I don't think you're going to see that 2 games in a row.
Scott County blowing this one wide open, up 19. 70-51. I think Saunders has kind of hit a wall. Here comes Bryce Long. Bounces off to Rob. Rob, reverse layup. Don't know if he needed to go reverse layup, but
I think he made it a little bit more difficult than he needed to.
72-51. Under 3 to go in the ball game. Ball
Nobody wants it.
Cooper Watts battling for it. Gets it to Rob.
Behind the back.
Get Bryce Long 20 mark. He has 16 in the second half. Does Bryce Long. Cooper Watts trying to hit it off of Linden. They're going to say it's Saunders basketball. Cam Fluker getting set to come in for Scott County. 2:39 to go. 74-51 is your score. Nice applause for Glenn Covington. 24 points. Glenn Covington, you talked about Cooper Robb wanting to accept the challenge. Glenn Covington took a little challenge on Mr. Miller tonight. Felder forcing action. Foul's going to be on Cooper Robb. It'll be his second, team sixth. They get into Felder. Robb blocks it. Felder gets it back and scores. Felder with 23.
Good point for the young kids. Got blocked, so what? Go get it, put it back in. Nice job by Felder.
Pass to Watts, over to Long. Long left side three. No good. Battling for it, and Linden comes down with it. Underhand flip to Potiers. Back over to Felder. Felder thinks 3. Steady jumps at the free throw. Good contend there by Cooper Robb. Makes him change it in midair. Air ball out of bounds. Scott County basketball. Here comes Scott County's empty in the bench. Bryce Fryman, Josh Davis, Caleb Covington in the ball game, as well as Zane Wilson.
Coach Nicodemus going to do the same thing.
Nice applause.
Good sportsmanship here. Oh, we don't have a chance. Apologize to the Saunders folks who are watching. It's just going to take us a little while to get the numbers. 44 is in, Mike, with Galloway.
32 in the ball game, C.J. Womack. Number 44, Elijah Galloway.
And 42,
Keyshawn Miller.
There's a steal by
Otiris with the steal.
We're going to call him with a. We're going to get a charge.
Forearm shiver.
Didn't quite see that, but
his third. Team 6, excuse me. Don Warner Jr. taking his obligatory lap around the gym, getting warmed up. One of the officials. He, along with Kirk Hudson and Dustin Music. 74-53 is the score. Caleb Covington. Spin move on the baseline. Shot no good. Loose ball picked up by Keyshawn Miller. Nope.
Covington on the floor.
Takes it away. Josh Miller has it. Loses it. Picked up by Mr. Potiris. Potiris to the bucket. Might have got fouled by Bryce Fryman. No foul.
They're going to give the ball back to him.
Give the ball back to him. Number 21, Jarrell Duncanson, the 6'5 sophomore, into the ball game for Potiris. Keyshawn Miller with the basketball to Bresnan, right side.
That's a double dribble.
Bresnan is going to be an over and back. 1:19 to go. 74-53 is your score. After this ball game, we'll take a break. We'll come back. About 5 minutes to go before the next game. Usually that's about 15 minutes. Glad you could join us here on the Scott County Sports Network. Glad to bring you the Toyota Classic, especially with the weather. Hope everyone's enjoying the broadcast. There's the cutter Davis. Covington might have waited a little bit too long to get it to him. And the sophomore loses it out of bounds. Jarrell Duncanson. Under a minute to go. 74-53, Scott County. It was a close one early.
Somebody zigged when they should have zagged. Is Brennan misses
the layup. Bryce Fryman out with it. Has Zane Wilson down inside. Shot no good. Keyshawn Miller with the rebound, and he's going to the bucket. Cam Fluker tries to stop him, but Keyshawn Miller scores his first 2 points of the ball game. Bryce Long, 15-footer pass to Covington. Covington fouled from behind by Elijah Galloway. Will pick up his first foul. Will be the team's 7th. Caleb Covington going to the free throw line. 48% free throw shooter on the season.
First one good.
Caleb Covington, 3 points for the night. Lorenzo Williams into the ball game for Scott County's Cam Fluker.
Second free throw, a little long. Zane Wilson, nice job. Covington gets it back, left hand. No good. Wilson back up, Mike.
Zane Wilson, his first 2 points. Had 2 points the other night. Would go along with 3 rebounds. Keyshawn Miller to Keonis.
Steal by Bryce Fryman.
Bryce Fryman hands it off to Williams. He might have got away with a walk, but he scores.
Nice pass by Bryce Fryman.
Lorenzo Williams, and your final score, Scott County 79, Saunders 55. So for everyone out there listening, we really appreciate you joining us here tonight. Go through the unofficial point totals. For Saunders, New York, Anthony Miller had 11. Derek Felder, another fine ball game as well. He had 23. Vondross Lennon had 17. Keyshawn Miller with 2. Sean Bresnan had 2 as well. For Scott County, Cam Fluker had 6. Bryce Long with 20. Cooper Robb, 10 points in the second half, gave him 13 for the ball game. Caleb Covington had 3. Glenn Covington, 10 in the first half, 14 in the second for 24 total, leading scorer for both teams. Josh Davis had 2. Zane Wilson with 2. Clem Dameron had 6. Lorenzo Williams with 2. And Cooper Watts with 1. That gets us to the final score of Scott County 79. Saunders out of New York 55. So from our broadcast partner Mark Walls, for Kevin Ritchie, for Scott Willard, we're the Scott County Sports Network. Thanks for listening. We'll be back in about 15-20 minutes. For Wayne County, Lake Brantley in the 2016 Toyota Classic. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening.